Have you ever been to an old record store or an antique shop that sold vintage vinyl records and thought, I really love the artwork, or this album brings back so many amazing memories? Well, I have created 2 ideas in which you can repurpose your vinyl covers and the record slips. So grab your records and keep on watching. Hello lovies, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you 2 ideas of what you can do with vinyl record covers. The first being a journal, and the second one being this awesome usable clutch. Okay, I'm going to put this to the side and go over the journal first. I'm going to remove this. So the first way to repurpose a vinyl record cover is to actually cut it and make it a cover for a book. So this is an old Janis Joplin cover, and the back is an old new edition record cover. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is this beautiful journal handmade from the vinyl record covers. And the things that you will need to create this are some Fabri-Tac or a spray adhesive, a pen to mark your dimensions of the size that you will need for your cover, some material. A thicker material is best, especially if it's textured like fleece or velour. I found that to have the best results. And an actual record. You can get these anywhere. Like I said in the beginning of the video, you can get these at old record shops or antique shops. This wasn't $7.99. I've actually got this for a couple bucks. So if you can go to your local record shop, they're always having sales, $1, $2, $5. Some of them are collectibles and very expensive, but for the most part, you can really grab some gems for under $5. So this is the journal. This was really fun to make. This is actually a present for my friend April. Hi, April. She really loves music, and she even has a segment on her YouTube called The Music Vault, where she takes a song and gathers inspiration from that song and creates a whole journal of it. So I kind of wanted to do something along those lines and share with her love for music and other things. So I feel that this journal inside, it has a lot of the things that we have in common, which is music, which is gothic things. It's really a mixture of a lot of things. And I feel like music lovers in general like a lot of things, and they like a lot of different types of music. So this journal isn't just pretty much about one thing. It's very eclectic, and I feel that is so April from what I know of her so far. So let's dive right in. The cover of this journal is actually from a vintage Janis Joplin record. And what I used here is I used seam binding along the edges to give it a nice finish. And the back is a new edition vintage vinyl record, and I put some musical washi tape on it. So it's soft, but it's definitely very durable. And, you know, if you keep it in good shape, it can withstand some use. The insides are lined with a velour type material, which is what this ribbon is made out of. It's a very beautiful, soft velour material, and it's like a deep turquoise color. So this is where I used the Fabri-Tac, and I put it along here. I stuck it on, and I went over the actual dimensions of the cover, so that way you do not have to worry about if it comes out short or crooked. You can always go around and cut it afterwards, so when everything is dry. When everything is dry, you come back with the seam binding and stitch it all along to give it a nice clean finish. And that's what I have done here. Here's the front and here's the back. Okay, I'm gonna do a really quick flip through of this for anyone who is interested. I will have a timestamp of the clutch if that's what you are watching for, but I definitely wanted just to do a quick flip through because I loved how this came out, and it really is my first bound journal, so I'm really proud of it. So we'll just open her up. So the book here is really not a journal. It's not your standard junk journal. It's more like a stash book. That's what I've been calling it. So it has a lot of pockets and it has a lot of areas where you can just stash things that maybe from Happy Mail or things that you're working on. So it's really just stuff to put a whole bunch of goodies in. All right, so the first page, I have a feather bookmark and some tags that I've made for her. The second page, I have this awesome paper with the paint that I have actually used in her traveling junk journal. So it was a really nice touch for me to add something that I worked on for her book. Some 2 tags. Here I have a music sheet with some more paper clipped on it. A beautiful butterfly paper. So here I really wanted to repurpose the whole vintage record for all of its insides. So this is actually a record protector, and I'll show you. This is a vinyl cover, and this is the record protector. So if you cut this down, you are able to use it in your journal. So most of the record covers or the record protectors are 2-ply. So it really comes in handy as a double tuck spot. So here on the first tuck, I have some material that I'm gifting to April. And then in the first layer, you could put something else. So this is the second one, and this is the first one. And this is from the New Edition album, and I'm gifting her some washi tape. This is some ephemera that I think she will enjoy. I love this sticker, how it goes from a woman to a skeleton. It's pretty cool. Some ribbon that I've sewn on, another tag. Here is some beautiful handmade paper that I was able to collect over the years with another feather tuck spot. Here is another double tuck from the record protector. These are just a postcard paper with a whole bunch of ephemera. Some more ephemera goodies here. A blank page for her to possibly write on or to add some of her goodies. This is the inside of the record showing the songs, which I found super cool, so I had to put it on here. This is from New Edition. This is a record cover or protector from the Pat Benatar album that I used, and I loved it. And I decided to put it the opposite way, so that way it'll be a bottom tuck spot. So it loads from the bottom and not from the top. And this was a really cool addition too. This isn't one of my old Kurt Cobain guitar music sheets. I think she would love that. A really pretty belly band with some antique paper. This is a CD holder. So still keeping in the theme of the music. I have a really cool postcard with a skeleton that I think that she will enjoy. And this is the musical numbers from Wicked, which is my favorite play, obviously, if you know me at all. So this just tucks in here, and the other spot is back here. Okay. I have a tuck spot in here with some images from my other shop, Lipstick Legion, which is a horror shop, which I do horror replicas and memorabilia. And these were magnets, but I would adhere these images to magnets. So I decided to give her a set of all of them. So here is Elvira, Morticia Adams, Lily Munster, and Vampira. So I think that April would love these. A Raven tag. Eat, Drink, and Be Scary. Little ephemera piece. Here are some napkins that she can use decoupage on top of a distressed grid paper. The other side of the record protector from Chrysalis, which is Pat Benatar's album. And I have some more handmade paper and some journaling cards. The other side of the new edition, I guess the playlist. Some ribbon for her. Some more ribbon. This, again, this is a double tuck spot, so it was really, really nice that I was able to give her some goodies here and then give her another tuck here with a belly band in the middle. So this one comes out, goes back in. It's almost like a hidden tuck spot. Again, I'll show you. So this one goes in and this one comes out. There's a line here, so this one can come in here and be hidden. And this one goes right in. Like that. Okay, and that will go into the second spot of this record protector. Blank sheet with some sunflower trim, which is beautiful. I fell in love with it. This is from Lindy's Magicals. Another double tuck spot. The back of that butterfly paper. Coming towards the end of the book. I love this ribbon. I love how it's see-through, but yet there's still splashes of color. Very pretty. And that's it. So I really hope that she enjoys her book, her stash book. I try to fill it up with as much goodies as I can. And some of the goodies are small because the book is small. So I really hope that she has good use out of this. Okay. And the other amazing thing, which is so quick and easy to do, is this clutch. The things you would need for the clutch, again, are obviously a vinyl record cover, material, the Fabri-Tac, a pen, and some scissors. This is so simple, and I really overcomplicated the design and trying to figure out how I can create something really neat for April and it still be usable. And then a kind of a light bulb hit, and I was like, you know, once you get the design down and your template, it's literally takes no time at all. So what you're going to do is take your record. This is the back of the record. So what you're going to do is find and measure your middle here. You're going to find your middle from top to bottom and find your middle from left to right. So in the front of your vinyl record cover, Once you find the center, the complete center, left to right and top to bottom, you're going to mark it with your pencil or your pen. Then you can either have straight lines this way, coming to a point, and that will be nice if you wanted to add a tassel or any type of other closure, or you can round it out like I did here. So this would be my center as this is my center. Once you cut it out, this is your template here. Sorry, I can't get everything in frame. Let me try to switch it around. This is your template here. So what you will want to do is do a fabric tack or spray adhesive and mount your material over the entire surface of underneath your template, like so. Okay, so once that is all dry, you can flip it over and you can cut around the edges. So now you have a cover that is completely cut and completely finished in the middle or in the other side. So once everything has dried and once everything is cut, you can start to get your seam binding. And the same way that I've done the journal, you can create your seam binding here. So your seam binding will hide any areas that didn't go all the way to the edge of your template. Okay, so this is a fabric that I chose. It's a really nice felt gray fabric. Okay, so once this dried and I cut around it, I took my seam binding and I just sewed all the way around. All right, so after you do that and you have your seam binding on here, you're going to create a crease and fold it one way towards the tip of your opening, and then you're going to fold it again. So once everything is laid out and cut and dried, you're going to crease from top to bottom and meet at the top of your record. See, so this will be the top. And you don't even have to, this is the original fold. So if you were to take this Madonna record, you would cut it here, cut it here, cut it here. But this part here is, you can leave uncut. That is your natural bend of the top of the clutch. Okay? So the sides are cut. You have created a crease here to meet the top of your cover. And using the natural bend, it bends over like so. So at this point, you would have your seam binding, just like this one. You would have your seam binding and you would have your material on the inside. The second half of the clutch is to create the side opening, so that way it's possible to put things in here and it's not so flat. How I did this is you cut 2 triangles of a very thick material, this faux leather. And when you create 2 triangles, you're able to hot glue one side and press it down right along the seam binding. That will leave this part open. Once you do that, you flip it around, you hot glue this section here, and you close the book. Let the glue completely dry. When you don't feel that it's hot anymore, it's ready to open. And when you open your book, you have an opening like this. Okay, let me open this. Here's the inside. So super simple. The last step that I haven't done yet is to add magnets. I would have added magnets knowing more of the process. So my next one, I will be able to hide the magnet underneath this lining and underneath this lining back here. But I didn't do that, so I'm just going to put magnets on the top, and you know, hopefully it looks nice and clean still. But your finisher would be either magnets, or you can sew some material and wrap it behind with a clip or a button. I mean, the possibilities are endless, but you get the simple concept of the clutch and the sides. So April, I do hope that you enjoy your presents. This was really, really fun doing this for you. And if anyone has questions, leave me a comment below and I'll do my best to answer them. Until next time. Mwah.